The Mike and Tony Show is intended for a mature audience. Listener discretion is advised.
What's up, peeps? This is Franzo, and you're listening to The Mike and Tony Show.
Episode 153.
Correct.
Baron Von Pierce.
Just checked.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. Last minute every time. I don't know why I don't think of it until the music's playing. And then I'm like, wait, what episode is this?
153.
153. We were going to have the great and powerful Tyler Stanfield tonight. Didn't work out. He's booked for the 23rd. Yeah, okay. And then we've got Mark the Couch Guy in the house tonight.
Woo, woo. What's up?
Back.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, y'all?
And a couple of fellers that were in here once before. My son, Jaden, Jay.
What up?
And his good friend.
German the Mexican.
I'm so glad you took that out of my mouth. I was like, I can't not do it. And then I was like, no, I can't do it, though. So how have you been? How was your week this week, Pierce? You were telling me before the podcast. It's been kind of crazy, yeah?
Yeah, well, the last couple weeks was crazy, but this week's been amazing. The Nuggets won yesterday.
Dude.
At one point in time, the betting line, so when the Nuggets first started, it was minus 360, right? Which is one of the fourth highest in the 20 years of the NBA Finals, which is crazy, right?
Wow.
The disparity of how much they're favored to win. But at the third quarter, the beginning of the third quarter, it was negative 20,000.
Whoa. Yeah.
So
you're like, this is in the bag.
So in order
plus 20 on the game.
20,000. So if you bet what? If you bet $2,000, you'd get $100. Something like that.
That's
Dumb.
crazy.
Wait, question. How much did it change in the fourth quarter when they dropped 10?
I mean, it
on
dropped
that
back.
run?
Like, I think they're now after the game was 450. Now they're
Really?
plus 450 again, something like that.
Are you looking at this up on FanDuel?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
FanDuel and all that stuff. Yeah. So
What are the odds? I maybe smell a sweep.
yeah,
If not a sweep, I think just 4 games. Some people think
that
it's
is
go
4
longer.
games.
That is 4
that
games.
is 4 sweep.
Five.
Oh, sorry. No. 5 games. Some people, I kind of think it could go 5, but it's Mike. This could be a sweep, dude. They seem to have everybody's number this year.
Oh yeah,
Dude, they made the Lakers look silly.
yeah,
They just dominated.
and they still get no respect, man. No respect.
I know.
Like the national narrative.
So funny.
It drives. It's like crazy because like when they were beating the Lakers, right? They were beating the Lakers 3-0. They were like, oh, it's never been done. Coming back 3-0, but guess what?
The Lakers
can do it. LeBron can do it.
No,
You're
nobody's
like, what the
ever
hell,
done
dude?
it.
You're like, come on, dude, what the hell's going on? You're
Nobody's
like,
ever done it.
yeah, you're like, dude, what is going on? And then it's like when the Nuggets, I'm gonna give you a prediction. So when the Nuggets win and they beat the Heat, the national narrative is going to be like, well, the Heat were only the 8th seed, so they're lucky to be there. So they did a really hard job to get there, and the Nuggets were the number 1 seed. So
Why
no
do
wonder
the
they won.
Nuggets have such? Why is that such a thing?
Because they're not.
It's so bad and it's
because
so
they're-
obvious.
They don't have superstars.
They don't have superstars. They're not. Even though Jokic is a superstar, there's not the NBA is a hip hop culture, right? You know, it's that hip hop culture. It's the hype. You know, it's you're not gonna have some white Serbian dude on the cover of NBA 2K with his own signature shoes.
Yeah.
You know, he's not John Morant. He's not anything like that. So
2-time fucking MVP, not even
Yeah.
a Nike deal. But John Morant didn't do shit in his fucking life, right? Showed a gun and still got a Nike deal.
yeah, his shoes.
If I know
sold
you
out.
were going to be worked up, I would have adjusted your mic differently.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And
I'm
his
sorry.
Shoes, and his shoes sold out
irritated.
quick too.
In
And what?
the afternoon.
John Morant's shoes sold out
Yeah.
like the day they were released.
Yeah.
So.
Jokic, is that right?
Yeah.
I can't ever get it right. Dude, that guy, who saw him coming, dude? Are you meditating,
Nuggets.
Jay? What in the hell?
It's been
His
a
eyes
long
were like
day.
totally closed. He's like,
It's been a long day.
oh yeah, I think it has for a lot of us. What were we going to say though, Pierce? Why nobody saw him
Nuggets
coming?
The Nuggets did.
Yeah,
The
no,
Nuggets
that's
did,
true.
Obviously.
I mean, but like, it reminds me of Brady. It's the same idea.
Yeah.
It's like this guy.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
like see him, you're like, okay, this guy. Next thing you know, like, okay,
Yeah.
this guy.
Well, the Joker's doing things that has never been done, right? He's
By a
breaking,
center,
he's
yeah.
breaking 56-year-old records. Like, it's dumb. Like, he's averaging a
How is
triple
he
double.
so good, yet looks so awkward when he plays?
That's what
no
they talk
joke.
about.
Yeah.
Seriously, they do talk about that.
Well, okay, I don't want to feel that fire because I think he's amazing and Denver's amazing.
No, I mean he's.
but
That's
he
exactly
is
what you said.
like his shooting form, bro. Like his arm goes way extra low when he shoots.
Well,
and-
that's like
but he
when he's
makes
shooting the
them.
threes. When he's shooting those
Yeah,
threes, yeah.
it doesn't matter though.
Probably
He
because
can look as
dirt
awkward,
shot,
just
baby.
like everybody said. Brady looked awkward as hell too.
Yeah, Larry Bird had that same shot.
his
Let's be
forward-
honest, Brady
Dirk
does
did
look
too.
awkward.
Yeah, Dirk had that weird leg kick out shot too.
Yeah, that one-legged
True.
shot.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
yes,
Famous
Eastern European thing.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Serbian thing.
I don't know. Jeremy, you don't follow basketball much, or do you?
I played like in 5th grade.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
That's a ceiling fan. No. Yeah.
That's cool though. So you do you follow any sports?
No, I gave
Really?
up in basketball because that whole season I didn't make one single shot. I made one shot, and it was what's it called, a foul shot. And out of the 2, I just made one, and I just gave up in basketball ever since then.
Interesting. Do you follow any other sports though? No other sports, or that moment took sports out forever for you?
he's like, I'm done.
When he missed the second one, he's like, no,
He's like, not even my stereotypical soccer will do.
I'm done with sports.
Wait,
I'm done. Everything.
I like boxing.
I like boxing too.
It's a great sport.
He used to box.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to box. I loved it. It was
So you
like
went past the 5th grade on that one?
Yeah, I did.
How long did you box for?
Probably like what I was just 7th, 8th, and 9th grade.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He wasn't that good.
Was it how? Was it like? How did you do it? Was it through the school or like?
No, it was out of school, and I just didn't like how the coach would like put people together. So I quit. I was like
the matchups? You mean like?
yeah, the matchups.
In what way?
He was
like-
fighting like Mike Tyson.
No, like he would put me with like super low levels, and it would just be like I would feel bad just hitting him.
We come full circle from the missed free throws.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I would have took those, dude. I would have just swung as hard as I could.
Yeah, that is so interesting.
6th grader, I don't care.
Mark, remind me. You played. I know you always played flag football as an adult. Did you play sports in high school?
No. I played after I got out of high school. So I played actually year round. So football and basketball. So during the summer and spring, I played football. And then fall and winter basketball. Competitively and like
I
indoor
remember
tournaments and stuff like that. Yeah.
You ever think about going back and playing flag again?
I would love to, but I feel like I've lost
Flag?
fuck, for as much as I gain weight, it's
No, bro, flag is pretty intense.
Yeah,
like,
he-
I watched him play. It's
They
it's
were
a
good,
high
bro.
like
skill level.
people
Yeah.
think that like, it's like, oh yeah, you pull a flag. I was like, all right, fantastic. I would love to see you come outside and come pull a
Bet you
flag.
were-
Yeah.
That's why you were so good because all the dancing, bro. You can move those hips. Can move-
Hey, I did some of those hip dancing. Okay, I was like, whoop. You ain't gonna hit me. You ain't gonna touch this.
It's basically all the skill players minus the linemen. There's like no linemen, but it's all skill.
There's, I played in line. In a sense.
You played line?
Yeah, I was center.
Oh, okay.
Flag
No,
football.
I'm talking about like with like
Yeah,
guarding and
there's
everything.
two.
What'd you do in-
There's 3. So 1 center and 2 outside line. The 2 could play again. They could play a receiver, aka like tight end aspect, but most of the time they block.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you'll have 2 rushers most of the time. And people say, "Oh no, it's a pussy sport." I was like, "It's all contact, right?" Believe it or not, there was a couple series when we had to go against actual NFL linemen, and this huge redheaded guy, fucking monster of a machine, right? I'm a DN. I rush in. I can't get past the guy. Like I know like class A NFL players. Like he's like, I felt like he was punching me, but he had an open palm. What? Like
Yeah.
he's just like,
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
Wait.
oh. I was like, I'm not rushing anymore. And then their quarterback was actually Peyton Manning's backup quarterback.
So
when
what
he used to
went
play.
wrong with both
Osweiler?
of these guys?
Nothing. They're just out there.
How
to
much
play
did you
sport.
make playing flag?
Nothing. It's just out
That's
there
what I'm
playing
saying.
fun. And then there
Interesting.
was actually 2 teams at one point in time during our three championships, back-to-back championships, there was 2 teams that were college players that we went against. But the thing is, the difference between us and them is that they just jumped into a team, right?
You guys,
they
have
don't
been
have the
playing for
yeah.
years.
We've been playing for God. We lost
You guys were
7 years before we even started winning.
shut up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I didn't
It's
even
been-
know that.
It's been a long.
they were
long
so
journey.
good, Pierce.
Long journey.
They dominated everybody. Won championships multiple
Yeah.
years in a row. Like that's crazy to me that you guys lost.
Yeah, we're
for
black and
7
purple, you know?
years.
Yeah, it was 7 years of drought, but it was like us kicking people out and then
Getting the right group.
Exactly. The biggest one was finding our quarterback. Our captain didn't want to play quarterback. He wanted to play receiver. He was fucking. If you look at the videos, he was breaking people's ankles like crazy. And we couldn't keep him on the quarterback position because we would think that we would lose a great receiver, right? But we didn't think about it until we put him on there. He was breaking people's ankles as a quarterback and throwing at the same time. I was like, dude, this is like the perfect combination of what you need to have. And then ever since we put him on that lock, and it was like, oh, fucking go to town. Everything just went. Everything after that went smooth. You know what I mean?
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
You were playing dynasty mode
Oh, dude.
on your flag football.
Oh, it was fucking amazing.
It really
then-
was watching you guys.
I wasn't like the fastest.
I remember you
but-
had that weird quarterback. He was like an older dude, and he threw like a straight up sidearm pass, bro.
Dude.
Like his arm was like
Like Mahomes.
and beautiful passes. I mean, just
I think-
incredible quarterback.
I think that's the guy I was telling you. He was hiking probably at least 7-8 yards away from the center. And all he needed was 3 seconds. His receivers knew exactly where to go.
Yeah.
But the only
Quick
thing is, they were
release.
old. The receivers were older, and they didn't last the whole fucking game. So, like, we were getting our ass whooped at the beginning. At the end, we just took over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because they couldn't keep up after that. I was like, after that, we kept up with them because they got slower. So,
Interesting.
yeah, it was fun. Flag is fun. Yeah, I would love to go back, but I mean, I don't have the knees and stuff like that for it anymore. And
Well, the other thing, stuff like that, because I've been thinking about playing a lot more basketball. And
Oh, I love it.
Weightlifting and then those kind of sports don't necessarily. You have to be careful.
Yeah.
A lot of times that's what happens. All you do is weightlift for years, and then you go run out on the court and think you're a basketball star. That's when you blow something out. You know.
They have
You know?
pickup
Mike,
games
do you
for
play
people
ball?
your age.
I play pickup still.
do you play ball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still play pickup. Yeah.
Really.
I would
Yeah.
love to.
Oh,
At
yeah.
at
You
the
are an
rec center.
anomaly in more ways than one, Pierce.
So yeah, we were playing a couple weeks ago. I was there like I got off work early on a Friday, and I went to go. I was like, I'm just gonna go get a lifting session out of the day, you know, and go lift early. And so I went there, and like I was like, let me just warm up, do some cardio, and shoot some hoops. And so I was shooting some hoops, and like the old guys came in. The old guys came into the gym, like the
how old?
40s, the 40s plus.
Oh, like
Short
short.
shorts and shit.
The 40s plus crew came in, and they were like, we were playing, and they were like, do you want to run with us? You want to run? And I was like, nah, I'm too old. I'm too old for you guys. It's cool. It's cool. They're like, what? They were like, no, come on, you can play with us. I was like, nah, it's cool. I'm cool. I don't. And like we got an odd number. You got to play with us. I was like, all right, fine.
Fuck it.
I was like, oh, play with you guys.
You said odd number. I'll go.
And so yeah, and so we were playing and like, you know, I'm a big dude, and so coming down like rebounding, like boxing people out.
Oh God.
The guy was like, Jesus. He was like, I can't get around you, dude. I was like, I do more squats.
We were talking about that earlier. So how much? What are you squatting right now? If you don't mind me asking.
Just like reps, like regular. Reps.
Whatever.
What's your
One rep max,
original 3
your-
by 10? What's your like comfortable 3 by 10?
I can do 315, no problem.
Fuck
Yeah,
me.
that's what we were talking about. Yeah, that was you and me talking before the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just talking about that. I was saying,
A 3x10, 315?
Yes, bro.
Holy shit!
you don't play. You don't
Yeah,
play.
I
But that's what Mark was. We were talking because we were talking about he's getting back into lifting and stuff, and how it's taken years for you to build that. Because I was joking around and I said I'm a fat skinny guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I don't throw up numbers like Mike does, but I'm also a big dude
Yeah.
at the same time. But naturally, I'm like a slender build. But those pictures of you, dude, it's the same thing. You're long, skinny arms. I've seen those pictures of you as a teenager and
Yeah.
stuff, or 20s or whatever it was.
Yep.
So it's crazy that you're pushing that kind of weight now. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Then on my bench, same way.
What's your bench?
Bench, I can do 3 by 8s on 275.
Okay.
Fucking monster.
That's crazy.
Jesus.
Well,
Bro, that's almost my one.
I always I like to think I'm going to
God.
catch him one day, but I'm not. I'm up to 250 on squats, and my bench is at 225 right now.
I ended at 225 3x10s.
225 for how many, dude?
7 probably. I would guess 7.
Okay.
I think you bench more than me, don't you?
Well, I went for 275, but I don't know if I count it because he touched the bar and I don't.
Oh no, you
Are you just being nice right now? Like, what, I mean, lie to your dad? No, if you, because you know how it is. People sometimes get a little
On
eager
the
with the
if
bar.
you go in the weight room in the football weight room, I'm on there for 275.
Okay, well then that's legit.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, is that what you said you bench?
Is that a rep
No,
or is that
for
a
reps though. He said
Oh.
for
Yeah.
7 reps.
Yeah. But you can do so. That's your one rep.
wait?
max,
That's
275.
your
Yeah.
one hitter quitter, right?
That's my one hit. yeah.
okay.
Do you guys remember that time Frankie came over? Were you with us?
Oh my God! I was hitting 225 on bench,
But it's
for
so-
reps, and then Uncle Frank came down and he was like, "Oh, what are you benching?" I was like 225. I was like, "Oh, let me try." He gets right under it, no warm up, nothing. He picks it up and just drops on his chest.
Oh no.
Did he not think after he
knew.
picked it up that shit was
we
gonna
knew.
drop?
You know, when you lift weights, you know when somebody walks in
Yeah.
and you're like, bro, you never lifted weights. Are you sure? And so me and Jay were on both sides of the, you know what I mean?
I thought this story was gonna go a different direction, dude.
Tony did
Like
the
he
same
was
thing.
about to do the same thing.
Tony watched Uncle Frank do it. Tony laid down, did the exact same thing. Same thing happened to him.
Yeah, this is Tony,
Did he
not
say-
me.
what did he say after that?
He
Jeez,
laughed.
Jay, good job,
He
man.
laughed. He
Like
laughed.
that.
Well, no, but you know, we knew. That's
that
why
nervous
Jay was
laugh?
on one side of the barbell and I was on the other side, and we were ready because I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
bro,
I'm
you're gonna
crying,
just
dude.
go into 225 out of not lifting weights ever. I don't think.
Like I said, I thought this story was gonna go the other way.
Hey, listen, I'm thinking the same thing because I know he's short. Yeah, short
It's short,
arms.
stocky, right?
Yeah, short and
That's what I thought
stocky. I was
too.
like, why not? Okay,
So
he
you were
probably-
not here.
No,
So
okay.
his build.
No,
No.
it was just us.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Me, you,
he's
Tony,
short and
Frank.
stocky. He has some pretty,
He's
decent
strong.
arms.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you know, I mean, if you want to, especially at his height and everything, to go to 225
with no warm up.
that's only person who's going to do that, unless you're a freak of nature, is going to be somebody who lifts weights regularly
Like
and has like been
Frown.
working on it. Yeah, not somebody who's going to just walk in like, I've never lifted weights before. I'm going to give this a shot.
my God.
Start with 225.
Yeah,
and be
I thought the narrative was gonna be like, but
Hey.
it was more like a.
No, it was
exactly the sound he made.
No, it was patink.
That was literally the sound he made, Pierce. It was funny. It was like something got squeezed out of him. Well, we grabbed him immediately.
His soul.
We knew.
His soul got squeezed out of him.
Poor Frankie. We gotta have him back at some point.
Hey.
I feel bad.
Hey, listen, you got to do a fucking cartoon for that, an animation for that, and the soul coming out of that.
Especially, you should have dragged it out even longer, dude. He puts on the knee braces.
He gets over there and he goes like this.
He has his belt on.
You got any chalk? You got any chalk?
Got any chalk, bro?
Elbows are wrapped. He's just like,
Oh my god. Yeah, it was really funny. We knew though.
oh yeah, we knew.
But
I
you
knew-
tried to give it. We wanted the man to have dignity, so that's why we let it.
You got
That's why
taken
we
out
let
of
it hit his chest, though.
Yeah.
That's why we were like, we didn't touch it. We're like, oh boy.
Hold on.
And then that was the first thing he said. He was like, "Damn, Jay, that's pretty good."
Mike, I got to ask you. Hold on. Talk about that real quick. Do you have like a pre getting ready to hit like thing that you do?
What do you mean?
Like, do you
He's got
do
a routine.
something before you're getting ready to hit?
No pre-workout or nothing.
No, nothing like that. Nothing like that.
okay.
Like, what do you do? I'm gonna give you an example. This is what I used to
Okay.
do.
walk around.
No.
Slaps.
I grab the bar
Okay.
and I just lift myself up, just up like this,
Yeah.
Okay.
I
right?
do that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know why, but almost every single time, my first rep, I'll have my feet up like this,
Okay.
and then once I get it up, then I'll have it down.
So you don't use your feet. You don't drive your feet into the ground when you're benching. Really?
So when I was finishing with 225 or 3x10s, I start my feet up like this.
I remember this when we worked out together. You had me doing this with dumbbells, where I have my feet up in the air.
to stay away from using your feet.
Your
just
leg
to-
drive.
and it's basically.
But I like using the leg drive.
Yeah, I don't know why I was
That's
doing
what
like that.
That's why I like
Well, a
those
lot of
compound
bodybuilders
lifts.
did that. A lot of bodybuilders do that.
Do you have like the thing that you do? Because I just now remember that when you were saying it, I was like, yeah, I used to remember just. And then I just go up and I wait and I get it up there and then I use my feet to get back down to get my steady to start pushing.
Reminds me of like the free throw pre-dribble.
Yeah.
Everybody's got that on, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was wondering to see if you do anything.
So like when I do my warm ups, so that's called Larsons. I do Larsons.
Larson.
So I'll do 225. I'll do 10 of those on the Larsons. So my legs straight out in the air
Yeah.
and just do those 10.
Huh.
But when I do I go all the way up to 245 doing Larsons. I don't do 275 on Larsons because I'm just like, ooh, I don't know. I don't want to rely on my
Seems
core
sketchy.
strength and
Yeah, the core strength. Yeah, but I mean,
Of
there's
course,
a
somebody doing all that stuff.
reason behind it.
One of the beauty of that lift, overhead press, pull-ups, squats, deadlifts, like all of those things. The point is like they're full body, multiple joint movements. And so that's why with the bench press, I've always heard that you're supposed to drive your feet into the ground.
yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Stabilize you.
Yeah, stabilizes. Yeah.
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 So my ritual when I get on the bench, so I grab it, and I go and twist,
Like a motor revving up
I
the
twist, and then I do a shimmy. So I go.
That's what I was wondering.
Like
See,
when I-
people has a thing.
So
yeah.
when I'm laying on the bench, when I'm laying on the bench, I go.
There it
And then
is.
even like when I'm doing like the incline, like the incline machine, I'll get on there and I do that too. I go
Everybody does have one. It's
Yeah,
like
like
the
that.
basketball dribble.
and I'll do the shimmy.
Because there's no
Yeah.
no way to
Everyone does that.
unless you just like, man, whatever.
No one's
You're
going.
just-
Like, no one's coming like this. Like, don't.
Uncle Frank.
Yeah.
We saw how that went. I'm like so in my head. So like I actually do kind of a combination of what you do. I definitely do the shimmy thing. I grab a hold, I find the line exactly where I want my hands. And then I do like 2 pull up, kind of like
Yeah.
I pull up, and then right when I settle in, then I always think about my shoulders, about pushing my shoulders down, kind of driving my feet into the ground, and then pull it up,
Lift off.
and then make sure when I come down, I'm like really conscious of where I'm at on my chest.
Underneath.
Just I'm terrified of blowing out a shoulder being up too high or something, you know? Like Jeff.
Jeez.
Bro.
Yeah.
Was it his shoulder or bicep?
It was shoulder.
Shoulder, yeah. That would make sense.
How long does it take to like recover that?
You had to have surgery.
Yeah, on the shoulder. Yeah, when you bust anything up.
bro.
It depends on what you do. If you tweak it or something.
Isaac tore his ACL. Wrestling.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a strong dude, by the way.
Oh yeah.
What does he bench? What is his?
His bench is
Ass.
He hasn't been at it
It's
as
like-
long.
I think he did 205 for 2,
Okay.
but his squat is 405 for 3. That fool, his legs are crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. That's why. What does Franz do? What are Franz numbers like?
He's pretty high up there.
It's like 600 deadlift, wasn't it, at one point?
Yeah, and he can do 405 easy
Yeah.
for squats. Like
Franz,
heavy.
our friend, he's a
bodybuilder.
he was Mr. Olympia. He's like won lots
Mr.
of
Universe,
competitions. Mr. Universe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking monster, basically.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, no, it's you said the rituals.
Yeah.
Going.
Well, and you know what I did for a while? I haven't been doing it lately. Is I do I heard Wim Hof talking about his breathing stuff and how there's actually studies on it that if you do like his method of breathing, you can get higher weights.
Okay.
Like it literally. And so I was doing it for a while and it was legit true. I don't know why I got away from it.
Yeah.
But you do that breathing where you like breathe in really deep, you're like,
yeah.
And then you breathe out really hard. And then each time you come in, you go in a little higher and you don't release all the way.
Yeah.
And then pretty soon you just got this packed chest, and then you breathe out, do a normal breath, and it's supposed to really oxygenate your blood.
Yeah.
And then you hit
Well,
it.
so I do like
Damn, we just go straight to it.
yeah. See, I do like the Joe Roganish kind of thing. Then that one podcast that he had was talking about where I do then I go, and then I like bring it down and go, and then I just do my regular
Yeah.
like that on the bench. On squats, I don't do that. In squats, I just do the one breath and go down, go up, go down, go up.
How do you bench? You bench like because I see these old guys, they're like bodybuilders back in the day or something, and every time I see them do their reps, they do like half reps. They go like this,
No.
like really fast.
No, that's no good.
No. And so like,
It's like crazy weights, but they are like doing half reps.
That's why it's crazy weights.
they're working on their static workouts. They're working on that fast twitch muscles when they go like that.
They're not really
It's
extending
like those.
anything.
It's like those monkey
Yeah.
curls where you see people have like 5 times too much weight.
Yeah.
You ever seen those crazy monkey curls?
And they're working out their back.
Oh yeah,
You're like, bro.
They're working their back out, trying to.
bro. That's Edvin. Yeah.
Like the full dumbbell up.
There's me.
Remember?
How big are his arms? That's all I want to know. He said no.
They're pretty big,
Somewhat.
but I feel like it's a lot of genetics because when we were doing them, we saw this thing Arnold did, and he does it with his friend, and as soon as he's done, he passes it to a friend, and then when he's done,
21.
he passes it back. Yeah.
Well, 21.
So, but Edvin was swinging it, and we're like, "We'll do it like us," and because we put our elbows right here.
And he couldn't get the bar.
Yeah, it was after
Oh,
like
you
4,
literally put
Like,
him in
when-
and on your stomach or in tight.
So just using yourself as a preacher curl.
like
That's
in
what I was
tight,
thinking.
and then we go like this, and he went for like 4, and his arms just gave out.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah,
And you're using momentum to help you with
Yeah.
your workouts.
You want to get full range of motion, but you don't want to overextend
yeah.
for everything. That's just a.
You just want
general
to keep the muscle tight.
I feel like by swinging it, you're causing yourself to probably injure yourself more likely.
Yeah,
rule. I think there's
Yes.
supposed to be some swing in monkey
There's,
curls, right?
there's movement in everything you're doing right there.
Yeah.
It's just more chance to hurt something else.
Dude, I'm not into. Yeah, monkey curls don't even make sense to me. I don't know why.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It is. Yeah. I don't. They should call them half-ass curls.
Mm.
Honestly, I think
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who could be mad at me about that.
well, when I do monkey,
Shit
And they're-
curls.
yeah.
Or so like the one thing to do, like if you want big arms, right? You want huge arms.
Front says the guy with giant fucking.
So
Right.
you want big arms. You want to work on the peak, right? And so when you're working on peak, everyone just thinks you got to go like this, right? Just got to do regular curls.
I'm
But
listening,
you also
bro.
got to do hammers. Okay.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And then you also have to do so when you just sit here with your arms, just sit your arms to the side. Put your other hand on your arm and twist your arm. Twist your hand.
oh,
Do you feel the flex?
Yeah. Yeah. You feel like
Okay. So
this guy right here. He's been on that for a
so
while.
to feel the flex, what you do is you get, the single arm ropes. You put it on the ground, put it on the lowest setting, and then you go opposite direction. So the rope,
Oh, I see.
rope is
So
facing
you're
that way.
kind of like.
and so you're pulling it this way, and so
I
you're
see.
working that muscle, and it's pulling it. So when you're
Gotcha.
doing this, you feel the flex inside.
oh shit.
Well, that
That's
was-
what you've
and
been
you're not
doing.
and you're not doing much
It's
weight.
different.
You're doing like 5 or 10 pounds because you're twisting of your arm. Is
Oh,
not gonna
yeah.
be able to do that much weight,
No.
but it pumps that up and gets that.
Interesting. That it reminds me a little of what Mark showed me in the gym.
With the dumbbells.
I still
and
do
the
that
twist.
sometimes.
Yeah,
Not in
I
the
do
workout,
that.
not in the plan I'm doing right now. But where he does curls and then at the bottom you twist your arms. And then
Yeah,
back
it's
up.
funny.
You definitely fatigue quicker doing that.
And the funny thing is, people will always, like, back in the day, people looked at me because I had bigger arms back in the day, and like they're like, "Oh, he's only doing 25 pounds." I'm like, "Bitch, I want to see you try to do this in 45 pounds. You can't do these twist motions and
Yeah, they
expect to
give
do
it out.
45 and do
Well,
it."
the problem with dumbbells is this equal weight
Mm-hmm.
on both sides. So you don't want equal weight. So even if you have like home dumbbells like you have here, right? You can load up one side. Okay.
Huh.
And so you just do the bottom one. Okay. Just do the bottom bell and just twist. That way it's the gravity is on the bottom and you're pulling it up. That way you are activating that.
And
muscle
that
right
works
there.
your forearm too, right?
Well, kind of, yeah, a little bit.
Do you
but-
do reverses too?
What do you mean?
Like barbell reverse curls?
That's for forearms mostly.
Yeah, it works your buys though too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I seen it
Interesting.
do that. Vasa, he was sitting over here with like 40-pound dumbbells. He was just like working his
All
forearms,
forearms,
just
baby.
like that.
Hey, listen, every part of anything that you do from your forearms and stuff like that, it helps everything else, though.
Yeah.
You
No,
know what I
I'm
mean?
just saying 40 pounds is crazy.
No, I know.
Hold on,
but
fellas.
just-
Stop for a fucking second. It said disc too full. It did that weird ass thing. Let me see where it stopped. That's so annoying, bro. You're so loud, bro. See right where it stops, right?
You just stop on us.
Bro. So let me find a good spot here. Okay, we're gonna go right there. So annoying, dude. I don't know what happened. I don't know why it does that sometimes.
What?
I get a pop up and says disk too full. I'm like, this thing, first of all, is a fucking beast of a computer. It's not a problem. And it's all on a hard drive.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what's going on.
Hmm.
But we'll just pick up right there.
You just tell us when to go.
Yeah.
So you just have to continue yours part dollar after you say.
Yeah, I can. Well, I don't have to say the same shit, but
Damn it! I was talking the whole.
yeah. Well, dude. So we didn't cover biceps yet,
No.
right? So perfect because you are the bicep guy. So I'd rather get into that. It's fucking weird. Okay, so listeners, what happened was the podcast just cut out, so we had to pause it. Now we're rolling again. We lost a bunch of good shit. So I want to hear Mike explain because Mike has giant arms, and he was telling us how you get fucking jacked arms.
Yeah.
So you want to tell us all again for the listeners? It's awkward as fuck, Gosling.
All right. So again, what you're doing, we're not just doing regular. You just not do regular curls, right?
Right.
Just don't do regulars. You also got to incorporate hammers in there, right? You got to get those in. And obviously, if you want big arms, you're not just working your biceps and biceps only. Obviously, you're working your triceps because that's going to be the bottom part of your arm to make it look big. And then the other thing about it too is that, like I was saying, if you just sit there and you flex your arm regular, just twist your arm, you can feel that muscle activate the big bicep right there.
You can feel it slide up your arm basically when you turn your wrist.
Yep, you can feel that. And so what I was saying is that if you're regular home and you have the weights where you can put one end on and not the other end, just have a regular weight at the very bottom. Doesn't have to be much, 5 pounds, and you're just gonna do that and twist as far as you can, just like that, because you can see like there, you can see the muscle just twitch and get like pop out. So keep on doing it until you can't do it anymore. Switch to the other arm. Do that. You can't do it anymore, and then that's how you get the peak. That's how you get that giant peak on there.
That's such a hard thing to do too. For when I was working out, I couldn't figure out how to peak it out. Like I even tried like the whole, pyramid, and I tried everything, like low weight, high reps, everything. I couldn't peak out my bicep. It just keeps growing this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, fucking give me the goddamn peak, bro. I wanted to poke somebody's eye out with it. You know what I mean? Couldn't do it.
Mark wanted to poke his own eye out. It's like,
I wanted to go in for a kiss and put my eye out.
So you were saying, Couch Guy, you're going to get back into it though.
Yeah, absolutely. So biggest thing, Mike went into my Google Photos,
yeah,
right, and saw old yoke me.
yeah.
Lifting, literally, it was video of you. What were you doing? Chest press or something? I can't remember.
No. I was doing tricep workouts. So it was like,
Oh, that's right. Skull crushers.
skull crushers.
Yeah.
And man, I like going through like my knee problems and stuff like that. Like I was like, I got to get back into it. Got to get back, get myself in shape and all that stuff. Biggest thing is, again, there's a small change that's happening here pretty soon, right? That's going to give me a lot more opportunity to get into the gym and stuff like that. So it needs to happen.
There you go.
Yeah, man. So it needs to happen. But
Just had to harass you long enough.
yeah, man. I mean, here's the thing. The hardest part, I think, to me in particular, the hardest part is getting my mind back to, hey, I want to see my gains again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
As soon as I can get that mindset back, everything will be a lot easier. Because I think the commitment and stuff like that will be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And muscle memory once you get in there.
That's what Tony was saying too. But the depression is going to be first.
It won't be
month.
depression. You're just going to be in physical pain for a little while.
But it's just seeing myself, knowing what I used to do. I was like, fuck, I want to get to that already. You know what I mean? It's just that.
But I do think
pretty
quick you'll see yourself start to bounce back.
Yeah.
Last week I did the school, work, and gym schedule.
Yeah.
And I couldn't last. It's just like so much. Like I would come back late from the gym.
Yeah.
And then next morning I would be like all tired and stuff. And probably get late to school and stuff. And then I just can't keep up with that schedule.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm gonna just wait for summer when it's just like work and gym.
Don't have kids.
Dude, seriously, I used to be at the gym till 1 o'clock in the morning, go to work at 6.
Damn.
Like that's how committed I was. I get to the gym at 9, don't get until like 1.
I'll have to show you a picture,
And-
German, of this
yeah.
dude. He was.
So it was
yoked.
I was addicted. 4 hours. But that's when I was dude. Well, here's the thing. Everybody knew me at the gym because I've been there so long. It's like, you
Oh,
get
it
to know
would
people, you
lengthen them,
chat
yeah.
with people.
What was your diet? Like, what did it look
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
McDonald's?
McDonald's.
Absolutely. McDonald's was the diet.
Yeah.
like?
People will always tell me if you have ever eat a better meal,
Hot and spicy.
you'll probably have a 6-pack. I was like,
gonna
fantastic.
Say, well, being super cut was not your thing.
No, I just
You were
wanted.
giant.
He's big and strong.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing center at that time for football.
yeah.
So cut wasn't like a thing for me. I was like, I just needed to get big. I
Did
wanted
you
to
ever
push
play
people
tackle?
around and stuff like that. No.
No.
That's what I always say. Like, I want to be functional, dude. I don't want to be like, oh, look at those. Like, yeah.
Oh, you
look at-
can't eat them? Yeah.
Yeah.
I always remember that story Fran told
Yeah.
when he was training.
He
And
was training, and he was
dude,
like,
he's like a
when you're-
building god, and he's working with these Hispanic dudes that were like lugging furniture around, and they were laughing at him.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, he looks strong, but he's not as strong as us.
Yeah.
And these like skinny little dudes just putting couches on their back
Yeah.
and stuff.
Like, just like loading up stuff and
Functional strength versus,
yeah.
That's how Edmund
Functional
is. He
versus
could-
aesthetics.
I
Yeah.
know.
He
shit
picks
is
up
real.
anything.
When we
Yeah.
worked with that fool, that was crazy. He went all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got a
Once-
friend like that?
Edvin, the one who
that
swings
first-
shit.
The swings.
Hilarious.
He works so hard.
Yeah.
And like picks up anything. But
We all
we're at the
worked
gym and,
one
and
time.
he can't do certain
Yeah.
stuff.
That's funny.
There was a time there, and this is like this whole like construction strength thing that goes along with it.
Yeah.
That stuff is real. We had a buddy that never been to the gym ever,
Yeah.
right? And we were playing around. A couple other friends were like, "Oh yeah, Mark, when I was working out, I was like, hey, why don't you start training me?" I was like, "Sure, I'll shoot, shoot some shit with you a couple times." So they both came in. One dude's a construction dude, and had
With
245s
college
on there, right? I came in. I was like, "Hey, this is the form you want to get into." I was like, "Okay, cool."
245s on each side?
Yeah, no,
So
145, 145 on each side.
135.
Yeah.
then?
Yeah,
Okay.
135.
Okay.
So the first dude came up, he struggled a little bit. Okay, this is when if you can't hit, you can hit it twice, fantastic, but you want to be comfortable and go to your 3x8s or 3x10s, right? He's like, okay, so I was like, let him try and then we'll go for it. Dude never lifted a single time of his life. This man, construction boy, which I like to call him, popped on there, just kept going. And I didn't say anything. I didn't know. I was in shock. I was like, God damn, this kid could fucking lift, right? And I was like, and he kept going. And I was like, hey, when are you going to stop? He was like, oh, I thought you guys were waiting for me to tell me to stop. I'm like, no, you can stop
He did,
now. He's like,
107 reps on the
dude,
first.
He
did
did. He
that.
did exactly what I expected
25-ish.
Frankie to do.
right? And he was short and
poor
stocky.
Frank.
Collar
Frankie.
strength.
He was short, but I looked at him. I was like, dude, do you ever work out? I was like, no, I just work. I'm like, what do you do? It was like, I work construction. I'm like, fuck, you got
Yeah.
construction strength.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he did
it's true.
He did like 45,
Yeah.
at least 45.
Well, that's why they say like guys who do earn their living doing physical work like that, they really shouldn't. They don't need to work out more than maybe twice a week.
if that.
Yeah, because if you go too hard, you're going to overtrain, and if you're lifting shit all day, and
Yeah.
then you're.
I feel bad for like concrete guys that are like
Oh,
always on their
hell.
back. Like just, oh my gosh.
Screw concrete.
Yeah.
But no, it's my friend Ben growing up. Ben is like 6'6". He's just a big
Jesus.
He's from Minnesota. He's like corn fed, big white boy, right? And
I don't know anybody like that.
but like Ben was just again, he didn't go to the gym or do anything like that. He's just a naturally big dude and strong. And so I remember my friend Jeff saying when they worked at his dad's like cabinet company, and they worked there, they got jobs together and all that stuff. And they said that like when they were loading up the cabinets to the truck, like that Ben was like, "Pshah," and like grabbed like the cabinets and just like walked over to the truck, no problem, just like laid them in there,
Whoa.
like just like "Pshah," just like boom, and they were like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like, I looked at him like,
Wild.
"What are you doing, man?" And he goes, because again he's 6'6", big long arms, and
Dude, can you imagine if that guy got into jujitsu? Kill
Reminds
somebody.
me of James and stuff like that. How tall he was and
Yeah,
he was pretty
James,
strong.
yeah.
Remember James?
Oh yeah, no, I. Yeah, I remember.
Wherever the hell he's at.
yeah, we act like he's gone.
I mean, he's non-existent.
a
I haven't
good
seen him in a
man.
while.
No, he's super strong too. But
That's
like,
how it was for me on my first day at Gaylord, because we're in unloading a lot of the time, and
Yeah.
they did 2 to a ladder, and I work with Tony, so I know how to properly carry a ladder. I just do it over my shoulder, and I was just like walking by these fools, and there's like 2 of them struggling with one ladder. I was like, just throw it on your shoulder.
They're like this.
Like, what are you doing? Yeah.
is that necessary, guys? What are you doing?
Jose, watch out, Jose! Get out of the way! It's gonna fall. Sorry.
His name's Jose.
I don't know. Just meant that one.
That's crazy.
That's racist.
That's racist, bro.
Listen, I'm
wild.
basically married to a Mexican. Okay, I can't be there.
Basically,
Bro.
is she not?
Well, it's just that we're not fully married yet. But I got
She's not like-
what does that have to do with her being Mexican? or
Less
not?
Mexican. Once they marry,
Then she's more Mexican.
Then she's more Mexican.
Like the way you're Filipino. You're Filipino.
I was actually telling somebody that today because we have a lot of different ethnicities working at our job, but there's only 2 Asian people in the whole building.
Yeah,
and one of
Are
them's
they
leaving.
math teachers?
No. One is a photography teacher who used to teach English, and one is the vice principal.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Did you used to talk about math?
Teacher?
yeah,
Like they did just take pictures all
oh yeah,
class?
bro, we got DJ
Bro,
school.
you go to
we got all-
DSST. That's normal for everyone except for DSST.
It's okay, German.
We got all kinds of cool
Wow.
shit.
I know,
Yeah.
buddy. Listen, I grew up in the same area too, buddy. We don't get anything more than football.
Yeah,
No, we don't
No,
even
they
have
don't
a
even have
team.
football, bro. They have the
Oh.
shittiest soccer team in
Yeah.
Colorado.
Listen, buddy. Okay, we're gonna have to talk later after this. Okay, it's okay.
It's sad. I always, if you see the high school movies and you just see like the
Friday Night Lights and everything.
They
the
care about you.
football,
I promise.
the football team, and I wish I had that experience.
Bro,
Like,
I
next year,
told
last
you
year,
could play.
You don't.
You
I
can
could
play
put, like,
for us.
You don't.
our school, bro. Like the school
Oh.
you go to.
Yeah.
You don't. You don't want to.
You know?
German just wants to go to a pep rally. It sounds like
For
he just
real,
wants to
do
be
you
a
guys
part
have
of a
pep
pep.
rallies?
I'll be a cheerleader.
Imagine being a cheerleader. Fuck that! I'll be a cheerleader.
It's the same dude who cried at Coco. Now he's over here trying to be a cheerleader.
I forgot about that. We talked about that on the
Cried on
podcast.
Coco. What's wrong with Coco? I cried. That was a very sentimental moment.
The whole movie,
The
it's just
whole
big
movie, the
moment.
moment.
No, I mean not the whole damn thing. Did you cry the whole damn thing?
No, not at the end. When the grandma died,
Okay,
that's
yeah,
when it was sad. It was
When he
like-
started
But
singing
he
to grandma,
said,
yeah,
he said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too. He cried.
Which
Well,
one?
Oh, when
What made
Splinter
you
died,
cry?
when they like rated it and everything, and then
Jay.
Splinter died, and he was like, "Go, go."
the poor kid. The poor kid didn't have football in his life. Okay, leave him alone. Okay,
Okay.
let German be German.
Fellow emotional guy over there.
Listen, I got you, but the whole Ninja Turtle thing's all on you, buddy. That's that you run solo on that one.
I don't know how to tell you this. You might be the only person that's ever cried in Teenage Mutant. I'm just playing.
I'm trying to find the whole sentimental part of it. I'm like,
Well, Splinter,
Well,
he's right. If there
their
was a
father.
moment, yeah, if
It's
there,
like imagine if your dad died and he was just like to let you go.
but your dad was also a rat and you were
Yeah.
a turtle
That I mean,
that used that
in an
like
action-packed
part
movie,
teenager had some nuclear.
especially with the guy that eats pizza a lot.
Yeah,
I can't find it. I'm trying to find it for you, buddy.
I don't know. I just had like the father
It's a
son
father-son
connection.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Damn, you pay
Doesn't matter
attention
your
in
race.
English.
Doesn't matter your race.
I'm
Doesn't matter your
speciest.
species. Yeah, you're specious, dog. A love cannot exist
And it
between a
wasn't a-
turtle and a rat. Tony. It doesn't say that in the Bible.
It's not on the Bible. It's not
Not allowed.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Fucking Ninja Turtles, bro.
I found. By the way, we talked about it on the last few episodes ago about how I couldn't find my Ninja Turtles. We talked about how
Yeah.
I had some, right? Found them. Found a giant box of Ninja Turtles.
Where?
It was upstairs in the closet between the kids' bedroom and our bedroom.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, action figures?
Yeah, bro. I got
Dope.
a ton.
Can I see?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Didn't we talk about this last time?
We
No,
did.
we talked about movies that we.
Yeah, and we got into it a little, and I was like, man, where are my figurines or whatever?
Yeah.
or my toys?
Figurines.
Figurines?
Sorry, bro. It's been a while
you
since I
can't call
played
them
with them.
figurines. That sounds gay. I can't hold it back. I was like, gay.
Figurines. Figurines?
Okay, cut me some slack. I'm an English teacher, but I'm moving to math, so I'll get rid of.
Wait a second.
language
Let's go
like
back to that real quick.
figurines.
What? At least did the assistant principal teach math before he got to
Oh
the
yeah, I
assistant
never
principal?
even finished that. She was a math teacher,
See? Told you.
What Asian is she?
and next year I'm teaching math, and she's the one who's going to coach me.
What Asian is she?
Fantastic.
Dad?
I love that.
She's half Japanese, half white, I think.
No, she's
and-
not full then. That
the
doesn't
Japs.
count.
That's rude.
Wait, what?
But the other teacher. God, I really should know. I actually don't know his ethnicity. I would guess Vietnamese, but I don't know for sure.
What's his last name? Nguyen?
How about you say it on the podcast?
Nguyen.
Oh.
Imagine.
Yeah, I'll tell you after.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. But either way, we were walking down the hall, and they were like having a moment because one of them's leaving. She's like, "You're really going to leave me?" The only one. And it was so, I guess it was racist of me because as I walked up, they didn't say what they were talking about, but I knew. What they, I was like, well, guys, I'm actually honorary Filipino, just so you know. And then the vice principal started laughing, and then the other teacher, he goes, "Oh yeah, I know all about it, bro. I'll sign up for you." And I was like, yes, honorary general Asian. Let's go.
Did you get your card?
Got my card.
Nice.
That's funny.
We need to get like a punch system so that, you know,
Yeah.
if I do something
get
stupid, you lose a
Lose a
5
Oh,
punches
bro,
and you're done.
Bro. You had the regular ketchup. No.
No.
Banana ketchup.
But
Oh my god.
Shit, this got racist real quick.
It is funny though because Filipinos have such a wide variety of appearance. There's like so many different look when I first met my vice principal, she's half white, half Japanese. I totally thought she was Filipino.
I thought we were talking about.
You got a
like
Filipino
clothing.
guy. You got to back me up
I
right
can
now.
tell.
I'm about to be
I mean,
super
I can
racist.
tell.
You can tell what?
I can tell racist.
No, I can too.
Yeah.
But I mean, like Filipino has a wide variety. Like if you're talking like a
Yeah.
white dudes from Ireland, there's only so much variety, bro.
Oh,
Like,
I know.
Yeah.
They look so similar. But I've seen Filipinos where I'm like, I would have guessed they were from somewhere different, bro.
Farther south, they're super dark, and then the farther north, they're a little lighter.
You're talking about Mexicans, bro.
My
Because that's
mom
how
told
it
me
is in
that.
Mexico.
I think that's backwards. Like the more south.
Yeah. I thought
No.
No, the
You're
more
right.
south, the more south is
closer to the
darker.
More
sun.
south, and then
Yeah.
And then
more
the higher,
north, yeah.
It
because
was a
I
good
got
run,
2
Pierce,
girls
so.
from Chihuahua that's light skinned as hell.
153 episodes,
what?
and then we got canceled.
You said what?
2 girls.
Wait.
I have 2 girls that I have hired.
Oh,
That are from Chihuahua.
Interesting way to phrase
And
it.
I was
No,
gonna
we're
say,
talking about
yeah.
We're talking about the Philippines.
No, they're talking. But they were talking
Chihuahua.
Yeah. It's
about like
just
Mexico too.
Well, here,
same thing.
The
Same
truth
concept.
is like the whole race thing is actually an illusion. You can't prove race biologically. You couldn't look at DNA and prove exactly what race somebody is, but it's all correlated on the part of the world, the climate, how much sunlight, how close you are to the equator. That's because you could have had, like, if everybody's from Africa, how do you have people in Ireland that look like they do? It's because their ancestors from many generations over lived in a cold, dark climate where they had to get pale so they could get more vitamin D from the sun more easily.
just evolution.
Huh?
I mean, it is. Yeah.
Of time?
Evolution, the definition, I did a unit with my
God.
students. The definition of evolution is change over
Stick to
time.
math.
Right.
That's the definition of
I
it.
suck at math, buddy.
What?
And he works. He's a banking industry.
That's what we got computers for, Mike. That's what we got computers for. I don't do.
Sir, I know
anything
you
that-
think you had that much money,
Yeah.
but I added it up twice.
I got
2
You're
plus
broke.
2
answers.
does not equal 4.
You are broke, sir.
You don't understand how many conversations I had multiple times about how people are broke.
Do people?
Well-
Does that happen a lot? People come in and they're like, "Dude, you guys messed up my account."
Oh God.
And the truth is, they just weren't
Oh,
paying attention.
wait. Not
Can you
again.
tell
Not
us
saying
one?
names. Let me give you an example.
Okay.
Right. Guy comes in. He went negative on his account, and he goes up to me and say, "Hey, I need to talk to the bankers." It's like, "Hey, I need to talk to your manager." Like, sweet, okay. Went to go grab me. Came up and it's like, "Oh, hey, I opted out of overdraft." I was like, "Excuse me?" It's like, I opted out of overdraft. I'm like, "You mean overdraft protection?" He's like, no, that's something else. I'm like, yeah, because that's the only thing you can opt in and out of is when if you want your card to rather
I already know.
Oh,
where this is
overdraft
going.
or
he
not.
was negative.
Right? I was like, yeah, but I opted out of overdrafting. I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, if it's like, I get it. You guys paid what I wanted to, what I paid for. I was like, I was like, but why are you charging me this overdraft if I opted out of it? I'm like, how did you opt out of that? I was like, how the heck did you opt out of overdraft? It was like, well, I never signed a paper saying that I wanted to get overdraft fees. I was like, but sir,
my
we
God.
paid what you didn't have.
Bro, watch a YouTube tutorial
On the
going to
account.
the bank.
And he's all like, but I never opted in. I'm like, there is no opt in and out. What are you talking about? He's like, And I was like, do you want me to pull up the policy of what you signed for? He's like, no, you don't have to because I never opted into it. I was like, what are you talking about? There is no opting in of overdraft. I was like, is this your first account? He's like, no, I've had multiple accounts. Where else? This place. I was like, they're all the same. They're absolutely all the same. If you don't have money,
You get this
and you
animated
pay
at
for
work
it.
too.
Yeah. Oh God, you don't understand how. I'm like, and I look at him. I was like, I don't understand where this whole opting. I was like, you're not understanding me. I was like, oh, I completely understand.
Was he a
There is
younger
no
guy?
opt in or out. And he's all like, no, you're not understanding me. I'm like,
Mr. Mark, I did not opt into overdraft. So
You opted in when you overdrafted. When you went over, you opted in.
right.
no,
He's like, I thank you guys for paying for it, but I don't want to pay for this because I didn't tell you guys to pay for it. I'm like, what do you mean?
Does he not understand that like if you have $5 in your account and you buy something that's $10, that it's not just going to be like, oh, at least he has $5 and that's it.
Or
And then-
so he
That's what
didn't
he-
want to pay the negatives.
Yeah, he's like, I'll pay for what I owed. I'm like,
But he doesn't
Uh-huh.
want to. It's like generally
he
they
doesn't-
do like a $25 fee or something like that, or a $50 fee.
36.
36, whatever. Yeah. So it's stupid.
Yeah. I'm like, what do you... you can't just use our money and continue to use our money when you don't have money and expect us not to charge you for doing it. He's like, well, don't pay for it. I'm like, that's not how that works.
Oh my god.
We can't stop something that you authorized to go through. It was like, well, I didn't opt in to get overdrafts. I'm like, what is this opting in stuff that you're talking about?
I always thought your job sounded cool. I'm picturing like just guy after guy like this, or girl after girl, whatever.
Oh
just
my god! No, I
crazy
mean
shit.
I don't always get idiots like that.
I bet you it's most of them though, because most people like
They're not educated.
Bro, I very rarely talk to a bank teller.
You okay?
yeah.
The biggest
Yeah.
thing is I could tell you this though. I mean, working in a bank, you'll literally see a huge number of people that literally do not know how a bank account works. Right? Their perspective of a bank account is I put money in and I take money out. That's all they know.
Yeah.
Right? And you don't understand how many of the general population from depending on what generation Jay's in, that really don't even know what the heck a checking account, a savings account is, how to save money and all that stuff. Like the number of uneducated people there are out there, even in older generations, right? Don't know how to use it. Like even
We've talked
people
about
with-
this before. I think it's really important. This needs to be in schools.
We got classes
Yeah.
for it. But
In
we
high
had to
school.
go separately. We went to Young Americans Bank, and they gave us a whole class, but they don't offer it like school wise.
Interesting.
I used to teach it.
At my
though.
school, they do. It's called financial literacy.
Yeah, I used to teach it.
Oh, see, that's
I used
tight.
to go to different high schools and do it, but I mean, I look at the students and then they look at me. They're like,
don't
"What the
really
f-
pay
is this guy
attention.
doing here?"
Yeah.
Right? What's the importance of this? Right?
But
the
one
biggest
of the
thing
schools
is-
I worked at, we did junior achievement.
Yeah,
And junior achievement did that. You'd go to a school and be like, okay, this is your job. This is your house. This is what your bills are. And here is a checkbook. And then like we tell them like, write out your bills for us right now. You know, teach them like how to balance and do all that stuff. And
Yeah.
Would you ever be interested in doing that again?
I mean, no, I'm always
Dude,
on a prowl doing
I'm
stuff.
teaching math next year. I think it would be fucking awesome. We always talk about you coming
Wait,
in. too,
what
Chris.
grade is it again?
Next year I'm teaching 7th grade.
7th grade.
Oh shit!
I have a whole.
it sounded like
curriculum for
German
it.
was like really interested in that too for a second. Like,
No,
yeah,
it's
I'll
just
help you.
like-
Oh, be Tony.
I think it would be like,
I took financial literacy, so
it's just that I feel like 7th grade's a little too early. Because you're like barely getting like 10
They
bucks
won't
just to go to
remember
the store.
shit from
Yeah.
No, let me.
well,
just-
no, I'm gonna have Mark come in,
I feel
and
like a
we're
day
also
class-
I'm also gonna get one of the homeless guys off of Colfax, and they're both gonna come in.
And then compare.
They talk about
can
financial
see it
literacy.
straight up, you know what's going on. Be in your best suit, okay, Mark?
You want to be this guy or you want to be this guy?
German, I'm gonna tell you the rebuttal to that though. When I did teach in middle school ages and stuff like that, and how I taught it was being proactive versus reactive to things, and having moments of your life when everybody has a ding moment, right? Oh, I remember. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love you
Teaching-
call it a ding moment instead of an aha moment.
Yeah, I like it a ding because ding. I was like, oh yeah.
It sounds
No, it's funny because I used to say that.
ding moment.
I said that with kids and stuff like that. It's like, you know that ding moment? Or like, what do you mean? It's like you go, huh? You know what I mean?
I feel like ding
we're
moment would
kids.
be the opposite.
Right?
Well,
I don't know.
Remember when I forgot what my train of thought in that podcast with Duncan or whatever?
Yeah.
That was a ding moment.
Nah,
Yeah.
I get what he's saying. That makes more sense.
But it makes
whatever.
the thing is the reason why we taught in that level is because even though it's early on in our ages, right? When the time comes when the certain like interaction comes or problem and stuff like that, it's in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
That information's still there. It
Latent.
just pop up out of nowhere, and it's like, okay, I remembering about this,
yeah.
right? And it'll be a lot easier to more or less understand it when you are relearning it again.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's never too early. It's just like it's the concept.
It's not like they're going to
that.
go home and open a bank account.
Yeah.
But then years from now, they're going to be like, oh, yeah.
I still remember this. I mean, there will be moments that they're really not going to remember shit,
Yeah.
right? But take the opportunity at that. Some kids will strive and say, "Hey, I did remember this,"
rather than none.
rather than none, right?
Dude, I feel
mean,
like the students in my school would love you, bro.
Wow.
It'd be
Thank
great.
you. Yeah, the ding is for the kids. I did that with the ding.
Don't say that in class, okay?
Oh God.
Eat you alive. We'll eat you alive.
Dude, the
ding is for you guys.
I love it. The opportunities I got to teach the kids. Shut up. I love it. All right.
For the
always
kids. For the kids.
I love it for the kids. Oh my God, I hate you guys. Do you remember the thing for the kids thing?
That's what he's talking about. It's the only thing we didn't put on reverb that I'm dying to put on reverb, but it
So
took you
long.
like 20 minutes to tell the story. So unfortunately,
It's too long.
it's too long.
Yeah.
Long story short, you were a
Wait.
stripper for a period of time.
Why are you laughing? Yeah, that's what I was saying. Why were you laughing? What did you
About the-
think they meant?
About the thing?
Yeah.
It just sounds wrong.
It does to me
Oh,
too. Thank you.
oh,
yeah.
okay.
It sounds wrong to me too when you're like.
when you have that thing.
I thought, okay, hold on. So at first I thought it sounded wrong because I was like, it just sounds like the opposite of like an aha moment. But it was when you said the ding is for the kids.
Yeah.
That's when it sounded wrong.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's. Well, yeah, I mean, if you put two and two stories together, it's going to sound wrong.
Yeah, no.
That clip
he was
alone is not good.
He was a stripper. We found out on the podcast one night.
What?
He just started
Shit.
telling us. I thought he was full of shit.
How much money were you making?
For that money, I
Pretty
would
good
do
money.
it too. Yeah, hell yeah.
Pretty good money.
But you would have to be jacked or.
No, gay guys will pay a lot of money.
Oh.
You were Jack though.
Yeah. That's
Side
pretty dope.
business.
Like
Screw
how-
landscaping.
Like daily, how much would you make?
So I go in 150 just to start, and then whatever I make after that.
Oh,
And
With
that was
tips
back
and
then.
whatnot.
That was back then.
how much hours?
Probably for a couple hours, that's it. And then I go out at literally for a couple hours. I go do whatever I need to do, hang out with them, do
Shit.
whatever.
What
I
was the
got.
weirdest
Hold
thing?
on. Yeah.
Wait, hold
What's
on.
the-
That is a loaded phrase. Whatever I had to do.
Yeah, you might want to.
It's like,
Listen,
are
to
we
a
really-
certain extent, okay, guys, relax.
Money.
No, I mean, there's not like, let's go to a private room in the back or whatever. No, it ain't none of that
Very
shit.
specific.
$500
Yeah, I didn't
No.
know about the
GTA
private room in the
Yeah,
back.
$500 is done.
Hello, shotguns have private rooms in the back. Hello, $40 will get you back there. Come on.
So you had a private room?
No, German, follow with me here, buddy. It's okay. Shh. All right, it's okay. Just follow up with me, okay?
Oh, here he goes again.
But no, it was.
You got to say something after that.
Yeah, you gotta.
There was
We're
no
waiting
with
for
me.
it.
There is no private rooms. There was just hanging out. You know, there's
What does that mean, Mark? What does that
Too
mean?
vague. It's too vague.
man. Okay,
Was there rubbing?
no, there was no
Was there
rubbing.
talking?
They'll
Was
talk
like-
to you and it's like, hey, give my guy
What are
a
you
lap
doing?
dance or whatever it is. Or,
Okay, hold on. How
it
much
won't
was your
be.
lap dances?
It
How
won't
much were
be. It won't be like me completely on top of them. You know what I mean?
Yo!
What's the completely though? What do
I'll
you mean?
hover over them.
That's still over.
Okay, how
Like
much?
you're doing
How
a
much?
squat
How
over
much
them?
were your
What do you
lap
mean,
dances?
hover? What does that mean?
You would shake your
I
ass?
vary.
Hold on. Shh.
I vary.
How much were your lap dances?
The bigger the dude, the bigger the money.
I'm saying $500 and it's done.
No,
Why can't the podcast come out right
$500
now?
and it's done.
I mean,
I'll do whatever.
guys, I stripped and I hung out for a couple hours.
Wait,
What does that
your
mean?
choice of words though.
Okay, I hung out.
Did you tell your wife
I walked
this?
around.
Yeah,
I
he's
wasn't
just-
with anybody at that time.
Oh,
So he doesn't.
but she
tell her.
knows that you stripped before.
No, absolutely not.
Hope she doesn't listen to the podcast because you told it for 20 minutes. on one of the episodes.
Big moment.
Yeah, no. She.
What is hang out? I don't get it.
He
I
would
hang
just
out in the
walk
bar
around.
area. I walk around.
Yeah.
You talk to them?
I talk to them.
They
Yeah, I
tip
have
you
to. I
or
have
what?
to engage
What kind of tip?
for them to come back.
Like, how would you?
Does that
engage?
make sense?
How
Like
would
you
you
would-
engage?
I just talk to
Do you
them.
use the same skills you use at work that makes you a good salesman? Like
No.
you're just like keeping people entertained, making them laugh.
Exactly,
talking.
and to keep them from coming to come back. Does that make sense? My
How
job
do you
is
keep
to
them
like
coming back though?
Yeah.
you just talk to them. You're just like, hey, how's your day?
Coming
You know,
back.
okay,
They just
let's
love
get a drink,
talking,
blah, blah,
huh?
blah. Yeah, it's just
Hey, I do it. Judge him. Shit, I do.
I mean, I don't
It's right. I practice. I do the same thing. Yeah,
I did
$500
did.
and I'll do whatever.
It wasn't
Whoa,
500.
whoa.
Do whatever.
So we
Jake,
know if we know welding falls through for Jay.
Oh, he'll have no shame about it.
It's
either.
like 10 minutes. I'll proudly say that.
Jay is very confident.
No, like
Yo.
I told my dad this. I said, Dad, I will. If someone wants to pay me to be like their gay husband, I will do it, and I will proudly say that.
You've had this conversation, Dollar.
you
No,
had a conversation.
Sissy. And I was like, if they give me $80,000, I will do it on the spot.
If it's a
There's
sugar
brand
mama,
new
but
truck.
like,
Oh, I
Like-
do remember this conversation.
Yeah, and I'd put a sticker on the back of my truck that says, I did some crazy shit for this truck.
You really
I-
thought that through before you said it though.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought he was going to say gay for pay.
I put that on there. I put that on there.
I was gay to get paid.
You know how expensive these trucks are now? I
Hey.
would do it.
Trust me, I know.
So you're driving the morals through at your house, Dollar.
No, this is
Dad's
completely
face,
on
bro.
me. This is completely on me. This is
disappointment.
come on, Dad.
I gotta-
It's 80 grand. I'd do some crazy shit for 80 grand.
You never cease to amaze me, son.
A
Very
night,
proud of you.
I've done some crazy shit for
a
you.
night, or like a month, or what are we talking about? Like a year?
Oh, I'd do a year for 80 grand. Yeah.
Oh hell no!
Dude, that's more than some of people's incomes. 100%. 80 grand on the spot.
That's more than some people's
to be
incomes.
with a gay guy.
$11 is more than an unemployed guy's income. So
Not
that's not a good argument.
I don't care. Like, tell me what I need to do, and 80 grand's good.
Oh my god!
Your son's going rate is $80,000.
Yeah. if gas prices go up, my prices go up, but for now it's at 80.
It's like 80 to 85.
So if grass prices go down?
No, it's staying up. It's staying up. It's not gonna go down.
I'm glad you're here, Jay. It took a lot of heat off of me there, buddy.
Got you.
No, we didn't forget about you.
That's my
Couch Guy.
nephew right there, baby.
We still don't know when to hang out, man.
Listen, I just did what I needed. Listen, at the end of the day,
Whoa!
Wait, hold
I
on.
did what I needed to do to make my
I
money.
did what I needed to
It
do.
was nothing,
what I had to do.
nothing that had to do
was
with
in
no
time
rubbing
of
of
need.
balls or any wang
Okay.
doodles or anything like that.
Nothing grabbing.
Okay, nothing like that.
don't lie. Someone had to grab your ass.
I had my limitations, right? I had my boundaries, right? I
Yeah,
told
but
that
what
to
were those boundaries?
I had to tell them before anything was to be done. So if they ask me, let's just say it like this: if they ask me and say, "Hey, you know what? Hey, I want you to give my man a lap dance because he liked the way you dance," I was like, "Okay, cool, but here's what you can't do: you cannot touch me, right? I'll be hovering over him, and that's really about it.
Can you get a little more clear on the hovering thing?
I'm gonna
I get
hover
it. He's
over
like,
him on a
there's
chair.
space in between them. They're not touching.
Right.
Yeah, no touching
Yeah.
of that nature.
I
Does
see.
that make
Yeah.
sense? It's
I
just
get it.
like, and plus, I'm in my underwear. I'm not like
Yeah.
completely fucking naked,
Yeah.
right?
I did not expect gay dudes. I expected like grandmas or like.
No,
I
bro.
I
Gay
do
dudes
some
paid
crazy
money,
shit
bro.
for
I'm tell you that
grandma.
right now. One dude gave me $150. Yeah.
For what?
For how long?
Just
and
to
what are you
hover
doing?
over his ass. It was like, oh my God, look at him go. I'm like, fuck, okay, whatever.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen.
Okay.
Listen. And then at the
Oh
end of the
my
day, guess what?
God.
I go out, go to the bars, and I go get my girls.
What if you see him at another bar though?
That's
Like, you know
that
how
was
awkward
okay.
that
Here's,
must be?
here was the bad part. The worst part is that because more or less I didn't have a shirt on, everybody knew my tattoos. So when I do see gay guys at one point in time, when I do see gay guys, I'm like, I really hope they don't realize it's me because it's stupid to say this. Remember, I had a Zorro mask on.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, this makes us
That is the best part.
Dude, I did what I did. You know?
Bad.
Listen, it was good money at that time. It was great money at the time.
Is it a high quality
not
Zorro
judging.
mask or like?
I don't know, dude. It was probably like fucking Party Town. You know, Party City.
Party
fucking
Town,
mask.
yeah. I bet it was. Party Town.
Party down.
But I'm gonna tell you this though.
Hey, I'm not
There
judging.
were
I
there were
respect it.
lesbians out there that I enjoyed giving lap dance to. I'm gonna tell you that. All right, the butch mainly at the time is the butch is the one that's getting the lap dance, but I still get to stare and look at them and get on. Sometimes I get the other girl.
And they're into it.
Oh, they loved it, dude.
Interesting.
So what I've learned, just throwing it out there,
All right.
out of just
Put your notepad away.
just
Jay.
one experience, okay, that even these girls at one point in time they still want
Yep.
the
Yep.
D.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Penetration.
Does that make sense? That's the only thing you've
Yeah.
said that makes sense, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was yeah,
I can fuck with it.
but it was lesbians and gay guys.
How did you get into it?
You don't want to know.
Okay.
It was for the kids.
Oh,
the
I heard
kid's
about
story.
all
It
that.
was for the kids.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That asked you to retell it.
It started because he was trying to make money for like a children fundraising or something.
We were trying to make a playground
Can't-
for kids.
And he
And it-
ended up working at the
And
playground.
ended up working
at the playground.
no.
Basically, he
Whatever
was,
you
That
call
was the
it.
name of the strip club.
The playground.
he was raising money for the kids by stripping. Moral of the story.
Yeah.
I mean, at
What got
first it was a
wild?
drag
Part
show.
of the story, though, not everybody followed the rules, right? You ended up doing you told that on the last
Yeah,
podcast.
you got wild with
Some
the owner.
people would touch.
I just remember you. I'm not gonna repeat it.
I remember it. I
What-
heard it in
what do
the
you mean?
bathroom.
Oh, that was a different story.
No, that was
Oh.
that was the
when
cocaine story.
The owner
The owner No, the owner
made you lap dance him.
made it give me a lap dance, and then he pushed me on the fucking floor
Yeah.
Started humping
and
you.
started humping me, basically. Yeah.
What?
That's how he.
Dude,
I'm like, what the fuck? But it was like extra $100 to
Hey,
give to the.
all right, done. Done. Close on.
Hold
Close
on.
on.
For the
Hold
extra
on.
$100
Anybody
for the-
that's watching this video, Mark was like, and then he bent me over and he was like,
Whoa, bend me over. Hold up. Wait a second.
and he started humping me. He was like, his face was like this, and he was like, but it was for $100.
Hey, we're close on. We're close
Justification.
on. We're close on.
Yeah, he had a full
Worth
like
it.
like dress.
I don't know,
Worth
But
it.
no,
Worth it.
his
like-
junk was on. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
now
that was
what?
the thing I didn't want to repeat. That you said you specifically felt.
Junk.
Balls.
That's what he said.
Thanks for making that a little. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you said last time.
Yeah. Thanks for lightening it up a little bit there, Mike. Yeah, his balls was. I was like, did not get that much, but it was $100.
Wait, that much?
There's a slight bit that you love.
Hold on.
That's a good catch,
Hold on.
Pierce. Nothing gets past Mike, bro.
I know nothing.
Oh my
So
god.
there was
I
a
didn't
little
like it
bit.
that
There was a little bit of
much.
Mark again when it got discussed. He was like, "Oh, there's that ball." That's all right, I guess.
I mean, it's not.
I didn't mind it. I was like, the guy's balls, whatever.
$100.
For $100.
Which
That's basically how it is right there. That's exactly what it was. You know what I mean?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I just see.
What
I
you
just
mean?
see Mark as like the carrot, the carrot in the front of the rabbit, and Mark's like, "Oh, that's so good." Oh, there's a carrot right there. See, it's a carrot right there. That's a carrot right there, and it's $100 bill, and the guy's just rubbing his balls over the back of Mark's ass, like.
What?
But can I just throw out there? I was not bent over.
You just said he pushed you
how?
over.
Pushed you down.
That's
Onto the
bending you
floor.
over.
No, he pushed me down. I was on him, giving him a lap dance, and he pushed me down.
Wait,
So
wait,
he
wait.
bent you
He
over.
was your boss?
So how did you not end up bent over?
I wasn't bent over. I was literally on top of him like this, and then he pushed me down. So I went back.
This is
like
getting
this.
so.
Oh, he threw you down on your
Day.
back.
On the floor. Yeah, on my back on the floor,
And
and
what
then
part of you was he humping?
Yeah,
right here.
Your chest?
Yeah.
he was teabagging your chest.
Yeah. If you want to say it like that, yes, that's basically what I
That's
did.
the name
for
of the
$100.
reverb clip right there. teabagging your chest.
He was
for $100.
he was Call of Duty teabagging your chest.
No, dude, he had a circular
like he just
motion
got you
and
sniped.
everything.
He had
Circular
Easter eggs.
motion.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
that man thought he knew how to dance. He just went. I was like, oh God, okay, $100,
That was a face you did.
$100.
You had
It's
to
a
make
full
some fake
tank.
face.
It's a full tank.
It wasn't for gas.
Just
It was a
I tell you
full tank
this:
already.
the girls that
full
told
tank.
me to do that, like, and it's so funny because nobody ever believes that story. And then I text one of the girls and I'm like, "Hey, remember that time we did a drag show?" She's like, "Yeah, what did I do after that?" And they tell them, they'll text you, "Oh yeah, you become a stripper." I was like, "Hey, here you go."
No, we believe you.
Well, no.
we believe.
Nobody's
it's just-
doubting this.
It's just funny how some people did never believe. It was like, no, this is just too crazy to believe. I was like, why? Was it?
That's not.
I don't
too
think
crazy,
it's. I don't
no.
think it's too crazy. To
I
believe
feel
at all.
like
This is Mark.
so believable
For you, yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
against him.
Well, here's the thing, though.
It's not like a
I
thing
tried.
that's like
I did
oh.
everything that I can possibly think of that would be crazy.
Crack.
What? Yeah, I did that.
No, I don't believe
No,
you.
cocaine.
Every time he says he's told us all the stories, one day it'll come up on accident.
Yeah.
Like he's just talking about something and he'll just like that one. Like you just, oh yeah, I stripped one time. We're like, wait, what? You were a stripper, bro? He's like, yeah, I was a stripper. And we're like, just like you guys, like, oh man, I'm thinking probably old ladies or
Yeah.
Where, oh, interesting, Mark.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't regret it. It was fun. Right? I made my money. And then after that,
No
I got my
one's
girls.
hating. Well, I'm not hating. I'm for that.
Yeah.
Hating, you're looking for contacts.
I know he
right
was
now.
looking. He was on Craigslist looking for gigs.
The Zorro mask.
the Zorro mask, bro.
Jay was on Party City looking at Zorro.
It's all
Party town.
my nephew, bro. That's my nephew.
So you're in your underwear.
Yeah.
You have a Zorro mask on.
Nice.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Are your toes out?
Wait.
I had a cape coming
Shut
out.
your mouth.
Yeah, no, it was a full on cape
You have to animate this, Pierce.
Hat.
Worse.
You have to animate this.
wait, with hat, Zorro mask, and a cape. And when I take off the cape, that's when the music starts.
You look like you
shit.
look like an Asian Puss
He
in
had a
Boots.
WWE.
Pretty much. No, a dark Asian.
You look like
person.
an Asian Puss in Boots.
Yeah, all black, baby. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
Puss in food.
yeah. And I got the gig because I danced.
Yeah. Okay, so now I want to know because now he brought that up. Did you have shoes on or?
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't have
Your
boots.
toes
No
were
socks?
You
out.
had your dogs
I
out,
didn't
bro.
have boots.
No
on.
socks.
No,
Oh my god.
because I can't dance with boots.
I love that. That's the
Nice.
story. That's the part of the story that
Jay doesn't appreciate. Jay was cool with everything else.
Like, I'm out.
No socks.
And then he found out that Mark's piggies were out, and he was like, "What?"
I'm out.
That's weird, dude.
Jay, out of all the
Oh
fucking
my
things
God.
that could have been
Just
really,
your
oh my
toes are
gosh,
just
moment.
out?
Did a dude ever suck your toes?
No.
Okay. That's
Fuck for
good.
$100.
then.
Don't touch my feet, bro.
But yeah,
Hey, I'm with that.
No, don't touch my feet, bro.
I love how Jay and Mark both have this hard line about feet.
yeah.
Yeah, don't touch my feet. That's weird, awkward. No. Only massage therapists touch my feet. And they know how to touch it right.
Okay, I feel like it's another story.
Bro.
Yeah.
You gotta tell your
I want to
story.
pretend I was never
gotta tell your
certified
story.
massage therapy right
We
now.
gotta hear this. What's
You gotta tell your
Oh
story. The
my
after
God.
party at prom. You gotta.
Did you strip too?
Did somebody touch your toes?
No, listen to this. Go ahead. Tell
Okay,
it.
so after party after prom. So everybody was having fun, right? Drinking and stuff.
Don't hold back, buddy. It's okay.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
go. Just
Okay.
go for it.
So-
allegedly.
Allegedly drinking. They're about 21.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we get a little too drunk and
No, him. I was sober.
not he was sober. Yeah.
Yeah, don't get in trouble.
Dad's right there.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, I am
Go
his
ahead.
dad.
Keep going.
Don't
Keep
forget.
going.
And well, let's just say things got a little.
So I was sitting in the corner, right? And I'm talking to his girlfriend because she's like, they were fighting the whole night. I'm going to be real. And then I was like, what the hell's going on?
German's
comes
like,
over.
what have I gotten into
German's
right
like
now?
over here. He's like, what's up? I was like, nothing, bro. Why? What's up? He's like, can I sit here? I was like, yeah, sure. And I move over, and then they start leaning on me, and they're like making out. I'm like, okay, that's normal. I walk away, and I'm looking at German. He's on his knees with toes in his mouth.
I was not on my knees. I was not on my knees.
Yes, you were.
I was on the floor, sitting on the floor.
I mean, you were drunk. How would you know, buddy? Between the floor and you and your
He had
knees.
toes in his mouth, dude. Everyone talks about it. Still.
All toes?
White toenails, bro.
White toenails.
Oh, okay, that's valid. They were not white though.
They
You just had them
no,
straight
that
in your
night they
mouth.
did.
Do you have a thing about toes?
White.
Isaac does.
White. So
White
you like
toenails.
French tips?
No, not
like
white.
fully
Like
white.
Fully white.
Oh, fully white toes. So your girl purposely
care.
put white
That's
whatever thing
what was
on her
happening. What was
toes.
happening is that they were arguing, and then she was like, as they were arguing, she was just like this, slowly like, taking off her shoes, and then she like slipped off a sock, and then all of a sudden it was like, bam, and it was like right in German's foot. He was like, oh my
Pretty accurate story.
god, sorry, girl.
Oh shit! You know I love you.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
Bro, that's-
I'm not
sorry,
even
bro, I'm
mad.
sorry.
I'm not even mad anymore.
I'm not even mad. I love you.
And he's drunk at that too. So he, I love it. Sorry, your middle toe got.
you do have a long middle toe. Oh my god!
Crazy night.
This is off the rails, bro.
I can't do feet.
It was
either.
a
I was gonna
love
say,
gesture.
are we old or normal, Pierce? We have no stories like
I can't do
anything
feet.
like this.
I can't do feet.
No,
either.
No,
it's
you
just
can't do feet?
crazy
It
because
was
this
just
was the last person in the friend group we expected. Let's be honest. Who did we
Yeah.
expect?
Isaac.
Yeah.
To be
Isaac's
on,
weird like
to be
that.
sucking toes?
freaky.
Yeah.
Oh, he's freaky, okay.
But this fool, I was just so lost because it was
was
they
like-
were making
it
out.
was
and
just like a love
5
gesture.
seconds later, he was on his knees like. I was like,
That motion was, that didn't look like feet, bro.
he grabbed her foot.
She
and it
has,
was just,
she has cylindric feet. What?
Chinese binded feet.
no, listen. I'm like,
She has the Chinese binded feet that are like this.
he looked me in the eyes while he was doing it.
Oh, that's even weirder.
Me dead in the eyes. While he was, don't lie, bro. Hey, Jay.
Can't make eye contact, bro.
He made eye contact with me.
Makes eye contact with Jay. Goes like, this. How do you jealous, bro? Jealous, bro?
Oh, that's going on reverb.
You jealous now?
Oh jeez.
Jeez, she didn't even stop you.
Jay?
No.
That would.
Oh, so that was like the first time you ever did that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead, honey. Just keep on sucking. Go ahead. Yeah, suck that fat toe. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck animating that one, Pierce.
I don't think that was getting animated.
I can't finish it, bro. I can't keep drawing this stuff.
I can't draw this foot. I can't draw this foot anymore.
That's unbelievable.
That would be a great TikTok.
Seriously, though, Pierce, this is why we do this podcast, because we can have like this giant platform or whatever, like Rogan, you got all these interesting scientists and all this, but our show, bro, is to realize the stories behind every fucking person. I would have never guessed, like, if somebody said that, like true or false.
True or false?
German one time. I'd be
Suck
like,
toes.
false, bro. No, true. Let's talk about it.
We should have a true or false night.
Oh,
Yeah.
truth or dare? You mean?
Or
No,
the
true or
two,
false.
or is it the two truths and a lie thing?
Oh yeah, where you tell two truths in one line. Yeah,
Everybody brings their list and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. This I feel like it would be so different in here than when I do it with my students. I hope.
We'd find
be
something
dope.
else new about Mark. Like,
I know.
We got to think of a different.
I'm trying to think of
He'd fuck
anything
up though and do 3 truths.
yeah.
Those are all true. Oh shit, yeah, those are all true. God, that's wild. I'm picturing with your cape, and fucking Zorro mask on.
I have it like
Wait, was it tighty whities or boxers or what was
Boxers.
it? Oh, okay.
It was like pure black. I don't think they were boxers. I think they were like
Or like speedos?
kind of.
There was like speedos?
I don't know how to. They weren't like. They weren't like silky smooth or nothing.
like Calvin Klein.
Yeah,
underwear.
they're like they feel
Yeah.
like these
Yeah,
It's like this.
I get you. I get you.
I have the speaker right here. Is he showing you his underwear?
Yes,
right
he
now?
just
No,
showed
it's
us
not.
that.
These are not my underwear. This
Those
is
are
part of
his
the
shorts.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah.
inside.
So like boxer briefs then.
Kinda, sorta.
I get
Boy
what you're
shorts?
saying.
Yeah, kind of like boy shorts,
Okay.
right?
Like
How do
the
you not know that
athletic
they all
ones.
fall into a category? It's either boxers or boxer briefs.
Nah,
or
Dad,
But
there's
they
a
weren't
No,
bunch.
underwear.
there's a
but
lot
they
more
were like
different types of underwear.
Getting fucking
Yeah.
old, really?
Yeah,
How many types of underwear are there now?
they have titanium underwear.
that's nasty.
You have,
That's the thing.
you have your classic tidy whities.
Okay.
You have your regular boxers.
Okay.
You have boxer briefs.
Yep.
Wait,
Now that's where my knowledge
Step back.
stops right there.
What are boxer briefs?
They're
what's
like
the difference
boxers, but
The
they
tight
fit
ones.
tightly. Like
Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
The
okay,
ones
okay. Oh, like
wear,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So they have boxer briefs, and then they have obviously banana hammocks. They have man thongs.
That's a thing too. That's a real thing.
no, I know. I know
Yeah.
about that. But I always, it's more of a bathing suit. But yeah, I do know those exist too.
No, people use
Speedos.
They have underwear. Actual
No,
underwear
no,
like
I
that,
know.
yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to know how you know, but
Did banana hammocks exist? Bro, fuck.
I mean, you've seen enough social media. You will see banana hammocks.
To me, those are
Or
just like
hangover.
those are like
They're
souped
an
up tidy whities.
Yeah.
They fucking- we cut the sides off.
yeah. And then like the boy shorts kind of a deal where they're like
The compression ones too.
no, they're like
Do you like
the
boxer briefs but shorter?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, like okay. Got it.
Yeah. They have guy
I
booty
just saw
shorts.
Tony imagine it, and then he was like, "Oh God, I wish I didn't imagine that." I just saw his face do that. He imagined the boy shorts. He goes, "Oh no."
with the Zorro mask.
Did you ever change your character? Would you just always the Zorro man?
I was always the Zorro
you ever
because that
think
was my
about
thing.
changing
You know
it?
what I mean? They wait for
the Zorro
El
man.
Chino.
El Chino.
That was your
El-
They
name.
called you
No.
Chino, bro.
El Chino.
El
Yeah,
Chino.
Artist name.
A
Wow.
lot of Hispanic people there.
yeah. It was just mainly Hispanic folks, and yeah.
Can you tell me German? So you speak Spanish fluently, yes?
Yeah.
So does Chino in Spanish literally mean Chinese, or is it actually a term for general Asian?
It's kind of racist. Cause
So it's a term for general Asian, but it's not supposed to be. It literally means Chinese.
we call anybody who has
Light skin and eyes.
or
Or hair.
Like the eyes.
Yeah.
If their eyes are like,
Slant.
you know,
Bro, there's a
stereotypical-
Hispanic kid in our school. He's Mexican,
you can
but he
say
has
it.
really slanted eyes,
And they
and
call him
everybody
Chino.
calls him Chino.
Yeah, that's literally
Same
the
same thing
only
with us. We have a tall Hispanic friend.
What about the
Right,
hair though?
light skinned, but his eyes was really low.
Yeah, 'cause
his
they call it
nickname was
Chino.
Chino.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or chinos are considered curls too.
Yeah.
So if your hair is curled, they're
Like Isaac's sister, she's called China because she has curly hair.
I'm
Literally
not
the
making that
only
connection.
reason.
How does that work?
I don't know.
I
I mean, most Asians have
I
straight
know-
hair like me.
I
What
don't
the
know.
fuck did
Right.
the curly hair come
Yeah.
from?
I don't think it's a
then
race.
so
It's
is-
just the style of hair that you have. And there's two types because the chino that they were calling him was
Slant eyes.
Yeah, slant eyes.
But they never see my eyes.
Oh, we can't see your eyes now.
I don't know how they gave you chino then.
Because
Did you have a? Did you have a?
Oh,
accent?
he has like, look at his arms.
I mean,
bro.
just-
it just screams Asian.
a?
Koi fish and shit. Fucking Japanese writing on his back.
No, I
I
never
had two
mind.
skulls on my back, Jay. There's nothing Japanese.
Oh, you
about
don't have like Japanese writing? I could have sworn
No.
you did.
it. No. Two
Anyways,
skulls.
he has a koi fish.
Pierce, do you have any tattoos on the inside of your arm?
No.
I was going to ask you because this summer I'm going to finish this arm on the inside.
Yeah.
Is that more? It's a lot more painful than the outside.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't know because
I wasn't sober. He's
I
gonna say.
literally sat there and he was talking to me and he said, "Hey, we're done." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." So when I got done with my koi fish, I didn't feel it. So I was like, "Okay."
Were you
I
awake?
guess we're done. The only one I fell asleep with is my ribs. My ribs, I fell asleep for about. It was a 6-hour.
Weird. That's supposed to be one of the most sensitive spots on your body.
Yeah.
And then you
I
fell
heard-
asleep in that one.
I fell asleep for 5 hours, and the last hour was she had to do this top portion of it, which is nothing but
Bone.
like air or air
Oh.
area to just shade in.
Oof.
That last hour was probably the most gruesome part because the 5 hours I was sleeping, I think I'm only thinking that my body was already like, oh, okay, I'm gonna use your energy to keep the pain from coming to you while you're sleeping. And then when
Wow.
I woke up, I was like, fuck, I'm tired as hell.
Yeah.
How far are we? She's like, oh, probably an hour or so. I was like, all right, sweet. So that whole last hour, I actually felt the pain
Yeah.
I feel
because
like I can't.
my body didn't have any more energy.
because like I feel like I would have a bad dream and just smack the tattoo artist. Cause
Oh
I feel like
yeah, I'd
something
be
just
scared
like-
of that. Yeah.
I gotta
Stabbing
say,
you?
as a person who gets tattoos, that is something that's crossed my mind more than once. Just not smacking the tattoo artist, but like
It's just that you get
but,
scared, like,
just having an
listen,
itch or something weird and
twitching.
moving and going, oh, I got a fucking line.
Oh no.
I never fell asleep besides that one though. That was the only thing. But and I was like this.
I
most
will
of the
tell
time.
you though, your advice didn't hold up for me. I must be a true pothead because you once told me don't get high before you get tattoos because you said you could just feel the pain like extra detailed and it was like too vivid. But I got fucking blitzed out of my brain when I did the
I feel
lion.
like highness makes your
second lion
pain like
appointment.
feel somewhat easier.
That what?
Like it takes pain to
What
a
does?
lower
Weed?
level. Yeah, I feel like.
What do you know about weed?
No, I'm just what I've heard from like my cousins. From my cousins.
Remember
No.
that moment where you talked about finding shit out of people during these podcasts?
Yeah.
No, from
We
my
don't do that with my
cousin.
son. You just oh boy. I'm just kidding.
I don't do that
Someone's
stuff.
You know what? That's crazy because I still, my first tattoo was my back, and it's still not finished.
I know. I remember you told this story because you actually got it right up and down your spine,
Right.
And you couldn't take
The
it.
straight down because the last part of my tattoo is the tribal, which is all black. That's supposed to connect the skulls, and then the tribal in middle goes straight down my spine. So I mean, till this day, I've gotten my fucking sides done with no sweat, but I don't think I can go through with my spine. It's literally needle to bone
That
the
shit
whole
hurt.
fucking time. Like, and you have to go over it.
Is
more
it
than
dangerous?
Once. No, it's not dangerous.
Okay,
Like,
I
think
need-
you have
I
to
did-
go
I need
through it all the
advice.
time.
I want to get a tiger tattoo on my chest because I
Conor
feel like
McGregor?
no.
Oh,
Like I feel like a tiger like really represents like my spirit animal, but I don't know if it would be a good start for tattoos.
I mean, here's the best example. I mean, the
Wait,
only advice.
hold on. Before you give advice, let's clarify. Like, in what way? The design or the location or like?
No,
what?
like I want to get my first tattoo right once I turn 18 or just in life in general. But I don't know if that I like how the tiger represents me as a person, but I don't know if it would be a good start as a first tattoo.
bro, just
I
send
would
it.
say this when it comes to, and you can give your advice too. I would just say, think it through, but don't overthink it.
What did you think for your first tattoo?
I got a shitty tattoo, my first tattoo, because you were smart. You had mini tattoos before that, Pierce, and so we went to a place and it was actually on a Groupon. But Mike was smart because he knew what the guy was good at.
Yeah.
And so he got a tattoo that was up this guy's alley. I had always had the same idea in my head forever that I wanted a guitar that was like, it was like a tree, but like the trunk was like a guitar molded into it. But it's like basically a tree, but kind of like you can see the guitar in the
tree?
trunk.
Okay.
This motherfucker, like, bro,
7-year-old
I almost
drawing.
canceled the tattoo because like as the day I was supposed to go in, I was like, dude, you were supposed to send me something. Like, what are you thinking? And he goes, oh, sorry about that. And then like an hour later sends me this awful sketch that was like not even as good as my kids at the time were drawing, and they were super young. And I remember thinking, am I about to fuck up? And then I went through with it because it wasn't his thing. He was a great tattoo artist.
What was he good at?
Like, what did you get from him? Do you remember?
Animals.
Animals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that your first
Not
one?
regular animals.
No.
It's almost like that Americana style
Yeah,
animal.
yeah.
Yeah. And so, but I was like telling this guy it was so far outside of his wheelhouse that he just did the best he could. And I thought it was so dope. I was showing everybody. I was posting on social media. I thought I was the coolest.
You still
And
have it?
Dude, it's so much nicer now.
You can't really see it, but so it's this right here. You can still see it. See the top of the tree?
You have to show German Dad in person.
Yeah, I'll show you. But that was because I had somebody fix it. They went over it and added a bunch of shit and like
It looks.
I'll
way
show you a
better
picture
now.
of it. Yeah.
Way better.
So don't overthink it because you can. I got.
And that one's the one
By
that
way,
you got.
Mike.
Oh, it's a Filipino flag there. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Oh,
that.
nice.
Is that an eagle or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's an incorporation of
Wait, you have an eagle?
all my flags.
You both have eagles?
I didn't know you had an eagle.
So it's all my flags. So it's
Oh, nice.
Colorado, with the Filipino in the middle of the Colorado flag,
Uh-huh.
and then it's the Mexican part with
The
the eagle and the snake.
Okay. That's nice.
So
Want to know what my first one was?
Oh,
Star.
Yeah, it was the shittiest shit I ever thought about. So I thought that in Japanese lettering that you could find the Japanese lettering as one letter per symbol.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in the god. I Googled everything I possibly could to find letter per symbol. Non-existent.
Wait, in what? For what?
Japanese lettering.
Because they're
Yeah,
words.
you can. You have to do katakana. That's the alphabet. But it's not just like how you know how. Do you know what a consonant and a vowel is? Consonant's a hard sound, like K, like right? Then there's a vowel. What are you tripping over there? School
This
stuff?
is too confusing.
No, Japanese think they always have a consonant and a vowel. So they wouldn't have a T, but they would have like ta. It would be a T and an A, or a T and a U, ta, or te, or T.
Didn't know
and they
that.
go together. One character represents a sound. So they do
Yeah.
have it, but they can only approximate, which is why the stereotypical R's and L's, because they don't really have an L. They have an R, but it's always attached to a vowel. So like, right, yeah.
But I couldn't find it. And I thought I found it. And then this was my first tattoo of supposedly my last
Put it in the
name.
camera there, couch guy.
So right there,
See,
straight down.
I told you he had Japanese writing. I wasn't making
And
shit
then
up.
what happened was, didn't know, thought it was amazing. Went to a fucking pho restaurant.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Lady,
It says, I'm a male stripper from there.
lady
They
was
call
like,
me Chino.
"Oh, can I take a look at your arm?" I was like, "Okay." She looked at my arm. She's like, "Oh, so you like trees and green and book?" I'm like,
dick.
"What the?" Listen, that didn't come out until later, okay? But no, she literally looked at me. I was like, "No, I don't like trees, books, or green."
Yeah.
She's like, "Well, that's what it says." I'm like,
You stop you right there just for a second. Let me get that because I love
What if-
trees.
what if the lady was
I love
fucking
all of
with
those
you?
things.
I don't know
trees,
which-
books, green is my favorite color.
"Yeah, I will."
Thanks, Mark.
way.
No, no, no.
You're welcome.
What if the lady was fucking with you?
No, she literally had
No,
a serious
bro.
face and looked at me stupid,
Asians
like
don't
I'm an
do that.
idiot.
And
Because
what'd
I
you
told her
tell
this was my last name. She's like, "No, it's fucking
Your
trees
name is
book
Tree Book Green.
green and, and something else and some other shit that she said." And I was like, "Fuck me." That is completely
She's like, yeah,
not
it says that too.
right. Fuck, dude. Didn't. Yeah. Anyways, my advice: just throw it out there as your first tattoo, because my first tattoo was this, and then I went to something else that was hidden.
Did it hurt? Did your first tattoo?
Yeah,
hurt?
my back was painful as fuck.
Okay.
Bro, he said it was his spine, right?
Let me see your eagle, Pierce. I didn't.
Shit.
That's my first tattoo. The cat.
Okay, where's the eagle?
Right
What made you get a cat for your first tattoo?
Were you sober?
So I'm 18 years old when I got this tattoo, and this is still raised.
What does it say?
Devil.
Oh.
So blue devils, and so that's what it is.
oh, Duke. Okay.
So when I first I drew that, and so I just drawing a cat. I was like, oh, that would be a sick tattoo.
Yeah.
And I had
love
at the
cats.
time I had a Duke hat, and at the time back in the day it was like kanji was real big,
Yeah.
right? And so I had the Duke hat, and it said devil on it. So I was like, yes,
In kanji.
Yeah, I was like, put that on my arm. I was like,
Yeah.
put that on my, like with the cat and everything like that. And so went to the tattoo place in Aurora, and the guy who tattooed me literally just got out of jail like the week before.
Fucking love that.
And so he was like, whenever, and I guess it depends on where you go. So my first tattoo, the guy was real hard on me, just in there. Like my tattoo is
Dick
still
first.
raised. It's still raised. I got it at 18. I'm 41 right now, and it's still raised. Like you can
Damn,
feel
he
it.
went deep.
Yeah, so he went deep on it. But
Just
yeah,
find a good
so
person, then.
I would say like, I don't know. You're gonna make mistakes when you do the
Yeah,
tattoo, dude.
totally.
It's like you're not gonna like it forever. I like my tattoos. I like all of them.
Me too. Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this is pretty dope to me now.
Yeah.
But when I look back on the pictures of what it originally was,
Yeah.
not dope.
But yeah, so I mean, you might think tiger is your spirit animal now. I think Placostomus is your spirit animal now. That's the fish that sucks on the ground. In the fish
No,
tank.
because of the toes.
You just pulled that. I love how I laughed too. I was like, yeah, Picasso. fuck is that?
Suckerfish.
I was thinking of a magic carp.
A magic carp.
No,
Take you on a magic carp ride?
No, I mean
you should put
I had an
2G.
opportunity to hide this with everything else. They say, hey, do you want me to tattoo over your mistake? And I said no. I was like, this is
It was a battle
great
scar?
reminder. This is a great reminder of how
No
dumb I
regrets.
was.
No regrets.
No regrets, right?
No regrets.
Yeah. No, I mean, my only advice, to be completely honest with you, for your first tattoo, put it somewhere that you could see it.
Okay.
Your chest, you're not gonna see it as often. You're not gonna be like, oh fuck yeah, turn shirt off.
Maybe.
Right?
I don't
Maybe he
know.
wants to be a
German's
stripper.
I
crazy.
mean, you're not always gonna do it. You want to. I mean, to me, I kind of made a mistake on my back. I wanted to see it more.
Yeah.
I don't see it. You
I don't know.
what I mean?
It's because I feel
Oh,
like
those guys at the club saw it.
Thanks, Mike. They absolutely
finish
saw
your
the
tattoo?
2 skulls in my back.
they paid 50 extra just to see it.
Oh, you
wait, wait,
motherfucker!
wait.
Now I just
Wait,
stop
wait,
figuring
wait.
out what the fuck you're saying. God damn it, Mike!
Oh my
How
god.
far down your
Just
spine
hold
does
on.
it go?
Nothing like a tramp stamp. Thank you. Okay. Nothing like that.
That's,
No, but
I
I
guess
would.
that's my only advice.
Do you have a tattoo on your butt cheek?
Don't get it on your lower back.
Or you can if you want, and let me see it.
Just get a sign that says.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, I want to
Wait,
see
whoa.
how gay
Why do
you could really be on your lower back.
Or how gay you really are.
I just want to laugh at it and see if he actually does it. All right, shut up, guys. You guys are taking it to a different level. All right, I just want to laugh. I just want to laugh at it. All right, relax.
The homosexual stuff with Mark never ends, dude.
No,
Like, it's just...
absolutely not.
Remember the stretching? The stretching guy.
Oh, yeah. That's on. Is that on Reverb
Yeah,
too?
that's on
Wait, the
Reverb
stretching
too.
guy.
The guy you were telling us, you were like, oh yeah, and he was teaching me how to stretch, and we were like, wait a minute, who is this guy?
Whoa.
You're like, he was an
Whoa.
old guy. He was an old guy, and he was an expert on stretching.
Yeah,
and so
he
was,
gave me books on how to stretch, and
This is a bank customer, by the way.
this is when I was younger. You shut up, okay? He gave me books on how important it is to stretch prior to working out.
What was the workout?
Oh, you shut up.
No, you're an endless.
So it was kind of like a yoga thing, or
No. It's just literally a book of why it is important to stretch prior to working out.
did you stretch with them?
Not with him, no.
Yeah, and when you told the story, you didn't tell us that until the very end of the story.
Yeah.
They were like, okay,
That
no, you
changes
didn't actually
this whole
stretch it.
story.
No,
okay.
I never
And
stretched.
then all
So
of a
the guy
sudden,
actually wanted to help him. I thought he just wanted to look at you while you stretch.
He said, lick you, bro? Did he say lick you?
I said, look at you.
Oh, okay. I had really bad experience. Tony was there, actually. Remember the guy that was
you were
staring
there,
at me?
Tony?
for the stretching.
No. Well, we were working out. Remember, there was one dude that followed me around
Yeah.
all over the fucking
Yeah,
place.
you had a stalker.
Yeah,
Well, I told you I had one before too.
yeah. It's
That was an unfortunate situation.
Wait,
How do you
like
not
they
like
just
confront him?
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't.
at one point in
I
time
got the
he
fuck away
wanted
from
to
him.
actually. No, right?
Did what?
For me, you wanted to say something to him, and I was like, Tony,
Yeah.
take it.
Well, bro, it was so. I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
just
What
staring
would
at
he
him.
do?
Just staring at him.
Oh.
Just
Yeah.
fucking staring at
Like
him.
hardcore?
Like hardcore.
Bad.
What you should have done is you should have been like, this is mine.
That would have been the move. For sure.
Bitch, you better stop looking.
I will fuck you up.
I see you.
Yeah. No, mine was real bad, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the guy was like a couple different times I saw him in the gym and he'd start working out too close and then he'd kind of follow me. Then all of a sudden I was like, man, this guy's got the same routine as me. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then one day it was in 24-hour fitness and I was in the shower and they have like the walls between the glass walls, but they're like
Oh.
fog glass.
Yeah.
So you can't really see through it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I looked and the dude was against the glass facing me and just letting me see everything. And I was like, bro, I got out. I had soap in my hair. I was like, I'm fucking walking out, like drying off, pulling my shirt on.
I'm swinging. Hell no.
No, well, I mean, he was on
If
the
you're
other
not
side
getting
of the
paid
thing.
for it,
You're not getting.
If you're not getting-
He was rubbing against.
Jay.
He was rubbing
If there's
against
money
the
involved,
glass.
it's
He was
fine.
just like,
God, if it was money behind it, like $80K.
no, that's a little cheaper. That's not that bad.
That's a little cheaper.
no, let's say $5K that night.
Bro, guys, go to school, get a job.
We're in school.
No, I know, I'm just playing, but like, no, it's not a viable option.
10K.
Down.
We used to do this with Jared, remember?
Yeah.
How gay will you
How
go?
much? How much?
Jared has a price for everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Some prices are real high,
Yeah.
but there's a price for everything.
Jeez, I would love to hear that.
I like that. Yeah.
We should do that one day.
We
We'll just
should
do a
do
round
that.
table where we just all go around like. But I'd be the worst one to listen to. I'm
Would you look at
bro,
dude's
I'm not
armpit
doing-
for 50
No,
bucks?
bro, I'm not doing shit. I have a job. I don't need any money.
500,000.
Dad,
No.
that built Tacoma,
500,000?
Tacoma you saw, you get that built Tacoma right now. You look
I'll
at
buy
dude's
one and build it. Yeah.
500,000 in the built Tacoma.
Where is my Bible?
Let me smack these kids in the head with it.
Get some verses here.
Oh my God, let me get a Psalm
You guys need
128
Jesus
real
for
quick.
sure. For sure.
Do you know that verse?
No, absolutely not. I just made one number up.
What did you say?
Psalm 128.
I don't.
That's my
There's not
birthday.
three numbers though.
my birthday.
It is.
No,
your
I
birthday.
think he's saying 128, right?
Is that what?
I mean, yeah,
Sure,
I mean,
sure.
Psalms
sure.
1, verse 28. Oh, he made
Super
it
into
up.
the Bible,
Why are we
huh,
talking
Mark?
about this? He made it up.
Holy
Oh,
shit!
shit.
What a
That was wild.
jam-packed podcast. Lots of talking over each other, busting out laughing. Fucking glitch in the middle. I coughed the whole time. I told you I would, Pierce.
Yeah.
Just for you, buddy.
Yeah.
So everybody in here, you're gonna be sick. I'm just letting you know.
Fantastic.
Another good one. 153 in the bag. Baron Von Pierce. What do you have to say for yourself, sir?
Nothing but Psalm 128 is blessed everyone that feareth the Lord, that walketh in his ways. Mark pulled that out.
Yeah, God is speaking to us right now.
Oh,
Through Mark. Oh my God, that's terrifying.
dude, you guys are gonna send us all to hell right now.
Okay, we're done.
What is
We're done.
happening?
We're done.
And with that dollar, it is a wrap. Cheers.
Love that.